Pat Robertson is in an extra scared mood because it's Halloween. So let's listen to his paranoid ramblings. Pat, take it away.
The devil has tried to destroy people. He wants to kill babies. Why do you think we've got such an incredible culture of death in our country? Why do you think that we've killed over 50 million unborn babies? Who do you think's behind all that? This isn't just human, it is demonic. Satan wants to destroy our babies. He wants to destroy our babies. Just like Pharaoh set the word to destroy the Hebrew babies, and it's the same thing all the way through. I want you to declare your liberty. Now, will the devil try to let you go? No, he won't. Will he come back and try to get you? Yes. So you have to be strong. I've got a little book that I'll give you. It's called Angels, Demons, and the End Times. I'll make that available to you. And I'll also have a teaching on what happens when you come to the Lord and what it means to be born again and what it means to have an exchange life. 72 minutes of very intense teaching. I'll give it to you free. You don't have to pay anything. Just call in. It's a toll-free number. But just say, I am free. On this Halloween, I gave a black eye to Satan. I am free in the Lord.
Okay. Let me count the ways in which this is stupid. Halloween has some pagan roots, but it also has Celtic Christian roots. In fact, the word Halloween comes from hallowed everything, or holy evening. So Pat's like, oh God, we got demons and whatnot on Halloween gonna scare us. Oh, it's a very unholy time. Really? Then why is it that the roots were that it's a holy evening? So Pat's done no research into the roots of what he's talking about, but he's convinced that it's demonic because nowadays people dress up like goblins and zombies, and he's like, oh, I'm so scared. I see a little toddler wearing a Walking Dead zombie costume. Oh, I'm so scared. Jesus, help me, Santa Jesus. But did you catch the beginning of that? That's the more important part here. You know, Satan is the devil. The devil's behind abortion. That's what's going on here. I like how he did a throwback to like the 1970s style or 1980s style televangelists, where back then they were more able to get away with continually invoking Satan and the devil and demons. Like, you know, the devil don't want you to do this, the devil does want you to do that, and beat the devil, the devil, the devil. And that's the old school way because people were dumber, be honest, and then they were like, oh, the devil doesn't want me to do that, oh, I gotta stop doing that. Now you can't really get away with that as much because we have the internet, and the internet calls you out on your bullshit, so when you say something so absurd, most people just roll their eyes. But he decided to do a throwback today because it's Halloween and he's extra scared. They're like, the Satan and the devil's behind. And what does that have to do with Halloween? The whole original thing was about Halloween. But he's like, anyway, on a side note, Satan does abortions. What the fuck are you talking about? And whenever these guys talk about this, it's so amazingly misleading because they make it seem like these abortions being done are all like late term and somebody's grabbing scissors and shoving it in the head of a fetus which would be a baby in 5 minutes. But that's not the case. Over 90% of the abortions in the U.S. are done before 20 weeks. In fact, about 90% of them are done before 12 weeks. So what we're talking about here in many cases, or most cases, is gametes, zygotes, embryos, and pregestation fetuses, and almost all of them are before viability and before the nervous system develops. So we're talking about no pain whatsoever because the fetus is incapable, or the embryo is incapable of feeling it. But he acts like this is something that's akin to murder, and it's something that's, the devil is literally behind it. It's so misleading and it's so gross, and it really stigmatizes poor women who go through something traumatic and then they end up having to get an abortion, and then they feel bad about it, and then Pat comes along and he's fucking waving his finger at them. The devil made you do it. Satan's behind it. It's like, shut the fuck up, old man. Let's be rational here. Let's read the science behind it. Let's understand the reality behind it. But he doesn't ever do it. He doesn't bother to do it because he's stuck in his ways. He's an old-school televangelist who talks about the devil and makes shit up on a daily basis.